Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. And I've got another budget Amazon find that I unboxed about a week ago, and I want to share with you guys, give you my thoughts. A couple of things that I did to make it, I think, a little better, even though I didn't do a good job, but my overall thoughts on the knife. So first off, I want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to all the channel subscribers. And thank you to anyone who comes in to check out my knife, my EDC content. Thank you for taking the time. Today, I'm going to talk about this knife that I found on Amazon. And this is how it came. It actually came with this Tech-Lock sheath mounted vertically. I've got ulti clips and stuff, but I'm going to end up giving this knife away at a giveaway. And it was fine to carry it on my belt while I carried it. But it is called the Flissa, F-L-I-S-S-A, 7-inch fixed blade knife with sheath, G10 handle. That's how Amazon, see how boogered up it is right there? I tried to cut a choil in it, which I did. They got the choil in it. Got it sharpened after I'd used it a good bit. But my thoughts on the knife are, this is, in terms of dollars spent, I feel this is a very good value. I think if you're looking for a small EDC fixed blade knife, just if you want to get through the video, and even something that's got a little bit more push, it's a great cutter. You've got plenty of places to put your hand, but the way that this choil and this jimping setup, to me it just seems with this spear point blade like just a really nice pusher. But what we have is we have a D2 blade, 7-inch, we'll get some real measurements here in a second, but 7-inch knife with the D2 blade, full Tang construction, and then you've got these, what I'd call semi-thin, not contoured, but sculpted for traction and grip, I guess you'd say, G10 scales. I personally wish, one of the little things I wish is they were just a little bit thicker because they feel kind of thin, not skeletonized, but they feel kind of thin. But then I think about how I would use this knife. I would either use it as a knife in my pack, or I would use it as an enhancement to my regular carry. So I don't think those grips are going to cause any fatigue. I did break down some cardboard with this. I didn't cut down a ton, like a bunch of Amazon boxes, but I did run through some cardboard, and it ran through it very, very well. I used this knife when I unboxed it, used it, did some chopping with it, did some whittling with it, cut cardboard with it, not a ton. And then I came in and I was going to put a 19-degree edge on it, which I did, but it did not come with the sharpening choil. So I'm a hack who has no, what you would call handyman skills. I'm not a craftsman by any stretch, but I did invest in a little cordless Dremel. You say cordless? I say yeah, because the only reason I got it was to cut a little slot in my Halloween mask for our Halloween stream so I could stick my vape in there and vape during the stream. Anyway, too much information. But it came with a couple of little grinding bits. I probably could have done better and I only put it in my TS Prof. I didn't even have a real clamp. But I did cut a little choil in there so that I could get a good edge on it. And the D2 burred up very well. I don't know what the heat treat is. I don't think Flissa mentions the heat treat. But we get into price point on this knife, I think you'll see that that really doesn't matter. Because for me, this little knife is a fantastic value. And God, has it gotten sharp. I mean, it sharpened up. It was a pleasure to sharpen. And like I said, the burr was very consistent, and it was very easy to work off. I took it, I think, I use Veneve Scorpion Stone, so they've got an F rating. So I went through, I think, the F150 up to like the next 3 stones, and the third one I just used to deburr it and with my strop. But it's got this black finish. I'm sure it's just a regular black finish. And as you can tell, when my Dremel jumped, it did nick through the finish a little bit. But when I've been cutting with it, when I've been running it through materials, it hasn't seemed to flake off. But I'm sure it's not the greatest finish. The other downside to this knife, besides not having a choil, was, guys, when this lanyard came, if you watch the unboxing, it literally looked like it had been a third grade project to put these long, weird lanyards on. So I basically cut the lanyard off. I made 2 lanyards out of it. That I'm not good at lanyards either, but this, I promise you, is 1,000 times better. And I probably wouldn't need a lanyard on this knife, but since it came with it, I just went ahead and put it on. So again, this is a D2 G10 with brass weight reduction, which also serves as a lanyard hole. And size-wise, where is our Sharpie? I know our Sharpie's around here somewhere. So Benchmade bug out is going to have it beat by about 1/2 inch in size, because this is, again, according to them, a 7-inch knife, but we're going to measure it. And then if we look at it next to our Sharpie, it's going to be about 1.5 inches longer than the Sharpie. And then another little bargain knife that I got at Amazon that I reviewed that I really like is this Omisia, and it's going to be larger. The Flissa is going to be larger than the Omisia, so it's going to be a more robust knife, the Omisia, or the Flissa is. And then let's look at it up against our Swiss Tech, another budget knife that has really impressed me this year from Walmart. So it's bigger, so it fits that void. I'm getting ready to break out the Bradford Guardian because I think you guys might know the size of this knife. And if you do, even though the handles aren't as swelled, when the G10 handles were on this, the frag, they weren't much smaller. It's about the same size as the Bradford Guardian. But the thing that really impressed me about this knife, as you guys know or might not know, I'm not currently buying knives. I'm kind of on a knife buying freeze, but every now and then I'll go to Amazon and I'll find some good content knives that'll be giveaway knives. It is right at 7 inches, and give me some good content to review, and hopefully show some people out there some good alternatives to knives if they just want to try carrying fixed blades. I'm going to call it 2 3/4 inch blade, even though it's just a little bit longer. The cutting edge is now right over 2 1/8. It had a longer cutting edge, but I cut a choil into it. The inside handle is 3.5 inches, and it is a locking in handle. That's why I say with the combination of this forward jimping and this this choil, this knife, I don't have anything stiff like an empty beer can because I don't drink beer, but it is definitely a poker. And as y'all saw earlier, a laser beam slicer. And it's not super thin blade stock. I think it's a knife that you could baton, you could feather stick with, you could hard use, because it's a fixed blade, and it's, I'll get to the price in just a second. Blade stock is 0.1240. Handle at its thickest, 0.42. That's larger than I thought it'd be. So let's see what it weighs. We're getting to it, guys. We're getting to the punchline. And I'll leave a link to this, an affiliate link to this. You can use my affiliate link if you'd like to, or you can go straight to Amazon and just search Flissa 7-inch fixed blade. 4.4 ounces. So it is a very, like I say, it feels like a tool in my hand. And then the pack weight with this tech lock, which I would take off. That tech lock adds a little weight too. 6.5 ounces packed out. So to me, it hadn't been a heavy knife, but it has not felt like one of my little EDC slicers. Like I say, it feels like a little bit more of a work knife. But this is the Amazon Flissa. I think I picked up this knife for $21.99 before anything else, but I'm a Prime member, so that's all it was. So under $22 for a full Tang D2, several different colors. You don't have to get blacked out. That's just kind of the road I roll on right now. But yeah, if that's something you like, if you like small fixed blades and you're looking for a, we'll say under $25 knife, well under $25 knife, great Kydex sheath, fantastic retention with no rattle. These locks for people who don't carry in waistband that carry on their belts are great because you can carry it vertically or horizontally, and you can carry it on either side, right or left. But I like to put an ulti clip on it or put some straps on it. But guys, that is the Amazon Knives Flissa, and again, great value. There are things about the knife like the choil, the lanyard that was kind of haphazardly done. But when I look at the basics of the knife, the workmanship, the way it's functioned, and the value that I think it gives a knife user, I think it's a win. So it's recommended in terms of by me for what it is, which means very little, except I bought it and would buy it again probably if I lost it, just to give it to one of you guys. But all I ask is, first of all, thank you for watching. If you're still here, I do ask, please hit that subscribe button, that bell notification icon. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you'd like to. Most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.